Hey, what's going on, guys? So you guys know that I love touring reptile shops whenever I travel. Well, here in Riverside, California, there's a small but really awesome reptile shop called the Reptile Factory. It's a family-owned company, which I really like. There's a couple of locations throughout Southern California, but I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna get a tour of the Reptile Factory here in Riverside, California, and show you guys that you don't need to be a huge reptile shop to be a really cool reptile shop. I'm Dāv Kaufman, and these are my reptile adventures. Rainbow Mealworms is not only a proud sponsor of this channel, they are the premier source for all your reptile food needs. They grow all of their quality insects in-house, and I use them exclusively for all my insect-eating reptiles. So place your order today at rainbowmealworms.net or click the link in the description below. All right, so this is Carlos. You are an employee, an owner?
Yeah, so it's going to be a family business. I'm the youngest brother of three, and this is Reptile Factory.
I love family-owned businesses like this. This is great. All right, so we're going to start at one end of this shop. We are going to see as many cool herps as we can. We are going to continue down, and we are going to end it right over there. So what is the first guy that we should take a look at here?
Well, we have a lot of different bearded dragons here.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's a pretty cool genetic stripe. Hypo citrus translucent beardy. Pretty cool colors, markings.
So this is a Hypo citrus trans bearded dragon, and you just have tons of different morphs of bearded dragons here, which is really cool.
We have a couple different morphs of ball pythons. We have some Colombian boas. Not red-tailed boas, but Colombian boas.
Colombians, right?
Pretty cool looking little guys. This is going to be your Hypo Melanistic. It's going to be your more common morph.
So hypo means hypomelanistic, which is a reduced black in the skin pigment, and you can see that it kind of gives this really kind of light ghost look, and hypomelanism is also sometimes referred to as ghost because it gives that color and pattern in that snake a ghost-like appearance. But this is a boa imperator. This is not a true red-tailed boa. And that is just a gorgeous little hypo.
So here we have a beautiful melanistic reticulated python. This is going to be a big girl. This is one of our showpiece animals that we like to show off to people and handle.
Yeah, look at that. No food response whatsoever. What a honey of a snake. With that boa, we talked about hypomelanism, which is a reduced black pigment in the skin. Amelanism is a complete absence of black pigment in the skin, and what you're left with are these beautiful yellows and oranges coming through. Man, this is just an amazingly gorgeous snake, and look at how well tempered that snake is. All right, so before we took her out, you had another retic that was very special that you wanted to show off here, and we just got to see this guy.
These are actually produced in-house, so we have these available at all locations, mostly all throughout the year. This is a pygmy line super dwarf. This is 100% super dwarf, and it's a Caledonian locality. This is about a 2-month-old baby eating about maybe one fuzzy mouse a week, because it can literally not eat anything bigger. 2
months old, and it's smaller than a mainland baby right out of the egg.
It's smaller than... it looks like a colubrid.
Right, absolutely. And then down below that beautiful retic, we've got this guy. So this is a crocodile monitor. So now, do you guys have a name for her? Or?
No, unfortunately, we try not to name things because then we get attached and everybody wants to come home with us.
That's true. That's true.
We try not to.
That's true. So how long have you had this croc monitor?
This has came in about 2 months ago, so it's still a fresh, what we call import. So she's still getting acclimated.
Gotcha.
We're trying to introduce her to new foods, and then just trying to get her, healthy. And
so I bet she's eating a lot of birds and prefers those more than rodents.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we introduce a little bit of everything. I think her favorite right now would be quail.
Quail, sure.
Yeah, quail. She goes straight for the quail.
Wow, fantastic. Yeah. Gotta love the croc monitors. Okay, we got so much left to see down here. Let's move down here. We've got a nice, beautiful leopard tortoise right here. That's awesome. And then up here we've got the Colubridae nothing eye. But up here, we've got a really amazing colubrid that we have to take out there.
Yeah, this is one of the bigger colubrids too that we have in the shop right now. It's going to be a female juvenile Spilotes.
Spilotes, the tiger rat snake, the chicken rat snake, the chicken snake.
I haven't heard that one.
Oh, just fill in the blanks of the name. Oh my God, look at this though. Yeah. So usually Spilotes are just kind of, it's like a starry night pattern all the way down, but look at this. That is as black as a crebo down towards the tail. And look at this. These guys are kind of snappy, kind of flighty. But look at this. It's just like going up to a dog. If you just hand, you know, kind of offer them your hand instead of reach in for the grab, even a flighty, bitey snake like this will respond to that.
Yep, that makes a big difference.
Yep, absolutely. But man, that is one of the nicest Spilotes I've ever seen. I mean, that literally looks like a crebo, the back 2/3 of its body. That is a really dark, beautiful Spilotes. All right, moving on down,
yeah,
we've got some ball pythons I see down here.
Yeah, so we have, this is a pretty cool, this came Mystic 50% het puzzle. So everybody that's into genetics, we do carry a lot of the morphs and, you know, different genetics. So het puzzle right now would be probably one of the big hitters for sure. I know it looks like a normal, but all the genes are still being carried. One of my personal favorites over here would be the Cayman Lizards.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this cute little baby. We did get them in, I think they're all coming in farm raised currently.
Yep, they should be. Now, these guys are becoming more and more popular all the time. And now that they're being farm raised, captive raised, these are going to be much more available than they used to be. It used to be that, you know, you'd see one or two of these and spend an hour just geeking out that you were actually looking at one of these. Now they seem to be getting more and more popular and more readily available. So feeding them snails, feeding them...
we do whitefish,
snails,
crab. We do a lot of variety. Missouri Cayman food is a really good option as well.
Sure. All right, so here we have some colubrids for sale, but in the back is where you have most of the colubrids.
Correct, yeah.
We're going to check that out in just a second, but look at this over here. We've got a pink-bellied side-neck turtle, which is one of my favorite turtle species, especially the albino version of these. But even, you know, the normal version is still a good-looking turtle. And you can just see there why they're called pink-bellied side-neck turtles. And then moving on down the row, we've got something that we don't really typically see in a reptile shop, and that's a gray-banded king snake in here.
We try to carry most of the Lampropultus genus.
So very cool.
We try to do gray bandeds, variables, everything. Mexican black king snakes. This is a pretty big girl, actually.
Yeah, she really is.
For a gray banded, they usually don't get really that big anyways. We try to give her in a bioactive setup here, so she's a little too comfortable in my opinion.
Right. So you got a gray band in a bioactive setup. That is really super cool. All right, so speaking of bioactive enclosures, you actually have enclosures ready to go that are bioactive, ready to go for sale.
Yeah, we do. So we carry a lot of different enclosures that will be pre-made with no animals in it. We have 3 examples right now. So there's going to be a 1836. It has custom LEDs, built-in foam background. Everything is like pretty safe in there and like glued in.
That is incredible. This is a really good idea to like
encourage people just to, you know, keep their animals correctly. I think this would be perfect for either a lizard, you know, we can open up the top, or a basking light, humidifiers, misters, even a green tree python, to be honest, or an emerald. That would be
Emerald would be amazing in this, but for people that don't have the time or maybe even, you know, the knowledge to set up a bioactive enclosure, to just come in here and buy a plug-and-play enclosure like that, that is really cool.
My personal favorite, it's this one here. This is going to be a 18-18-24 enclosure. It's pre-made.
Look at that.
Yeah, that one's my favorite one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, look, and you know, they aren't very expensive considering what you're buying. That is really cool. That is a really cool idea. And that's another reason why you guys go above and beyond. As a smaller shop,
Yeah.
you guys are doing it right.
Thank you. Yeah, one of the things that always comes across is everybody thinks this is going to be a huge facility, and we try to keep everything basic. We're reptile specialty only, so we don't do anything else. We focus mainly on reptiles and amphibians and arachnids and all invertebrates.
Is there really anything else but that?
No, there's not.
No, there's not.
There's not.
No. So these are basically kind of geckos over here, but marbled newts really are not something that you see in a lot of shops either.
They're not. No, these were captive bred, produced here in California. So these guys are pretty cool. We still have, I think, a few left. These guys are always popular for everybody who wants to do like a communal setup or keep them, a few of them.
Well, and marbled newts are just cool.
Yeah, they are. These guys are
they're just cool. All right, so here behind the scenes here, we've got a whole rack of coolness. What do we got back here?
Let's start out with some ball pythons. We have super orange dream enchi.
Oh,
super pretty bright yellow.
So I do a lot of orange dream enchi pied stuff. You breed an orange dream to an orange dream to get that super orange dream, and man, they almost glow in the dark orange. Look at that.
Correct, yeah, they're one of the prettiest in my opinion. And
yeah.
We have options, so we have enchi orange dream leopard, enchi leopard, OD leopard. I think nowadays it's probably one of most people's favorite.
It's got to be a staple in everybody's collection.
Everybody
it really
moved
does.
From pastel to
orange dream, right?
So for sure, yeah.
Right, Ozzy knows his stuff.
So that is labeled as a clown, beautiful female.
That's an orange dream clown.
Just a pretty clown.
I don't know, that looks orange dreamy to me.
Yeah, it was from an orange dream breeding, but it didn't meet the qualifications to what we believe to be an orange dream.
All right, on that note, we got to talk about this. Because I'm looking at that snake, and I would not think twice that that's an orange dream clown. So what are the qualifications that you look for in orange dream?
So it would also lighten it up a little bit, which on the sides, on the marking, it wouldn't be as much black. It would change up the pattern a little bit.
All right, guys, comment below. Do you think that this clown is just a clown? Or do you think that this clown could be an orange dream clown? Comment below on what you guys think. All right, so then you also have hog noses in here.
Yeah, this is probably one of all-time favorite customers. They love coming to see hog noses.
They just love hog noses. How can you not love a hog nose?
Yeah.
Look at this beauty. But yeah, how can you not love a derpy looking hog nose like that?
If we move over down to this, we have something pretty rare that just came in. This is going to be a vanishing pattern, extreme hypo.
Look at that, vanishing extreme hypo. It's not, you can't even see it, it's vanishing.
That's how good it is.
Yeah, oh, I see what it is. So this is a vanishing pattern, extreme hypo Honduran milk snake. You also have some other hondos down here. Yeah. There is a anathoristic hondo down there.
So we try to carry as many options. People can see the difference between them. This is a really pretty anathoristic.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And then just a beautiful Pueblan right here. That is just great. All right, so last in this rack, we have some Kenyan Sandboas, man. These are one of the most underrated snakes that we have out there. And, you know, the Honduran milk snakes, they used to be the investment quality snakes before the ball python craze.
Yeah.
And sadly, not a lot of people are working with the Hondurans anymore. And not a lot of people are really working with the Sandboas anymore. But these are so underrated. So that one's the snow.
Yeah, snow paradox actually. So Kenyan Sandboas are actually one of the few animals that you can actually reproduce.
Paradoxing.
Paradox, correct.
That's right. Usually paradoxing is not replicatable, but for some reason it is in Sandboas. And you can see paradoxing right there in those little black bursts of pigment on him, and that's what's considered paradoxing. All right, my man, well, this has been a really awesome tour of this place. You know, it's not a very big store, but you've got some really big things going on here.
Thank you, thank you. We try to do a little bit of everything. Here we have, lastly, you are able to, something pretty cool in the
All right,
back.
we got to end on
specifically
just
for
you. Just for me, okay, all right, all right. Let's see, what is it?
This is probably one of the first animals to be produced in all United States, I think.
Is that right? All right.
It has been replicated, but not in the country.
But not here. Mm-hmm. So this is not only, well, this is a first for the United States.
Yeah.
In this bag.
Yeah.
And that's all the time we have. Thank you for watching, everybody.
So this is going to be a 100% Kalatoa bred to a Timor python.
Oh my God. Look at that. So this is a Kalatoa, which is a super dwarf retic, bred to a Timor Island python. A lot of people really try to stay away from hybrids, but man, when you see something like this, and you see a pattern like that, I don't know. So I think that one of the reasons why, I'll explain why a lot of people are kind of down on hybrids is that, we look at what happened in dog breeding. Correct. You get a bunch of mutts that nobody knows the lineage on them anymore. And in an effort to keep things pure in the reptile world, a lot of people don't like hybrids. But then, as long as you can trace back the lineage of where those snakes are coming from and what was bred into them, sometimes hybrids can be incredible.
Yeah, pretty fantastic. I think we are expecting something beautiful, and that's what we got. I mean, high yellow, beautiful. Doesn't have the crazy temper of a Timor, which is the best part. And hopefully the size of the Kalatoa.
Right.
That's what we're hoping for.
So guys, comment below and let me know what your stance is on hybrids. Are you for them? Are you against them? And why? Comment below and let us know. So I meant to ask you, you've got this location in Riverside.
Correct.
And then there's 3 other Reptile Factory locations?
Exactly, yeah. We're located in Garden Grove, California, Downey, California, and Victorville. And obviously, this is going to be our prime location. This is going to be Riverside.
This is Riverside, California. Yeah. This is the prime location. Dude, thank you so much for having me out and showing me off this really amazing reptile shop. This has been an awesome tour. And this has not only been an awesome tour, but we just saw some really awesome stuff that you really wouldn't expect to see in a small family-owned reptile shop. And that's what sets you guys apart.
Thank you guys, and you guys are always welcome to come. We're open every single day.
Right on. Very cool. So guys, I'm going to put all the links for Reptile Factory locations in the description below. If you live in the Southern California area and you have never been to a Reptile Factory before, they are definitely worth a visit. And as always guys, thanks for watching, and until the next reptile adventure, love the planet, feed your reptile obsession, and rattle on.